Ah, camera thought that I said something something that I should shut off the recording. Yeah, but like I was almost said, I'm using this funnel to put new that yesterday's liquid inside, and now it's empty. So I don't know, you probably doesn't see anything again. Common problem. Okay, let's check. Excuse me, taking this yesterday's stuff back and refill it again. Okay, there is leftovers, and here is the new that I didn't even use yet all the way. Probably I have to go to and see what I'm doing. There we go. Same time when the liquid level start to rise, it will start to fill these hoses, and same time when it's doing that, I can see if there's leaks this side of this installment, and I can react before I'm starting the whole tractor to plug them up. Still drinking like a champ. Well, it's good thing to know that my radiator is not dirty, but from this view I already can say there is some kind of residue. But there is this still clean metals also. It seems that there is some kind of bad things happening inside, but not so bad that it won't affect its performance. Now that's empty. Now I'm gonna use this leftover. Same thing from the funnel. If there is anything that wants to drop inside, it won't because of the screen. I would need to use my 3 hands if I have 3, but I don't. This is a little bit hassle to try at the same time. This is stupid. Trying to make things way too complicated. Okay, enough that. It's good thing to see what's going on inside this radiator. Same time I'm putting liquid in. Okay. see. Okay, the level is rising. Oh, good thing, but now I have to use that what I took out. So we are using this funnel again. And I'm putting it inside this container that I'm seeing how much it had to be cleaned, if at all, but it's better to be sure if there is anything that doesn't belong here. This is little bit grayish already, but that is, like I have said already, that it's inside this radiator. So the last time when I did let this water out, it was this side hoses, meaning it won't contain same contents, but in manner of what it's filled with. Little bit some dirt, nothing more. So this is pretty much okay. Okay stuff. Excuse me. And I'm not trying to drink or even taste this, but that just happened that I tasted it. Was like a sweet taste, but with these chemicals, please do not eat them. And now I am funneling it again. And you might ask, why in the heck again? Just because. Can verify that this truly is clean, and it is. And I'm not using this container to pour it in. You already saw that that is not going to happen, because I need to see when it's full enough. And nothing caught in this filter. So that can be reused. Oh, I am topping this off, so it's almost at the level, but even so I cannot see that way anything. Because this will, when the tractor starts, it will drain some of this liquid. Little bit more. Somewhat. Okay. Then we put cap on. Or at least I try to put. Come on, don't be a hassle. Like so. Yep. Okay, now I will check them leaks. Oh. Okay. I have to put some racks to this. Nothing goes in to decontaminate, to make this liquid go bad. Okay. So now I'm taking you to place, check how this thing runs, so on. Alright, we'll put you here. You can see almost the place where I'm trying to drive around, as long that it will heatens up, or let's see. Anyway, first things first, I will check is there any leaks. Somewhat. Does this even work? So let's see. First the glowing. This is very efficient glow because it's inside that air intake manifold, but it is what it is. It should burn diesel as well inside that manifold, but it only thing what it is doing is heating the air inside the intake manifold. So let's see, does at least now there is no any leaks occurring. Yeah, now I'm trying to start. Okay. I'm driving out here. Check that. Is there any leaks? Put my head covers on. Okay. Well, the radiator won't leak from that side. And this another side is keeping it water as well. Only thing is, we see, will this thermostat casing keep its contents? Yeah. Well, I give it a spin. By the way, I can at the same time make some gearbox movement video as well. This exhaustion pipe is so funny that it's nice if it stays that way, but when I'm driving at tight spaces and so on, it will move around, and already it just started to change its facing. Let's take that one box. Okay. This repaired box with this Reservoir making pipe. Right, so I think I will take you with me. Let's start tracing that water heat. I mean, water heat is start to raise. So it's good indication that, well, at least it's not leaking. So I will pick up you with me. We are going to go driving around together. Still, there is still no any leaks. No leaky. This extra battery cover is falling apart. I should make a new one, or better. Well, anyway, there's no any leaks from here, and of course it's not opened yet, it's not so hot, but let's go to drive. We'll take These legs so tiny that it fits. All the way, all the way. Hey! And now maybe you're small enough to be with my lap. I think, or not. Yeah, this stands. Well, I keep your within my hand, so go. Let's go try. As you can see how that exhaust pipe will resonate and start to move around, and it's doing so. So when I'm putting that top cover back on, I have to wedge it into place. So heat is starting to rise above the blue one, so that it's starting to have some kind of heating pulled up, and it should raise the middle point. But it might be so cold right now that it won't do such before it had to do some real work. We will see. It's already promising, but it's only promising after we see that it won't go near the red line. Just above the blue line's edge. It's a windy day. Well, it starts to be evening or somewhat very soon. Now we are in the middle line. In the past it never gone so quickly over the blue line. Now we can see if it's working. And we are driving back to the garage. Let's see, let's make some quicker gear. 6 or something. Stay somewhat in middle. start to raise above little. But we must check the water levels, they might be low. But anyway. Okay, I will drop you off. And let's see. Is there any leaks? Oh. There is a little bit leak. I have to put this much more tighter. I will put you in standing mode. So that what would indicate there is something else if it's not cooling down very soon. Let's take this tightening screwdriver. Well, it's not leaking from the thermostat casing. Well, something is off because it's near that red line, but it's still not opening this. Well, I will check that water level. I will put my gloves on that if it sprays hot water, well, it should not, but anyway, if it does that. Yeah, water level is okay, but there is no any circulation, so well, that might be a problem if the water pump is bad. That is one thing, also possibility. Which would be very bad thing. So that would be very different maintenance job. Where we are in here, same thing near the well, that'd be a bummer if I have to change this. Water pump. Well. There is also a possibility that behind that, well, I have to analyze this thing somewhat. To check where this is leaking now. so much stuff came out of from here. Well, it's moving right, it should. Well, yeah, like I was saying, I have to make a little bit analyzing what can cause that your water is not circulating other than that pump is, well, it's basically broken. But behind this thermostat there is big hole that I thought that might be a clogged up, but when you are clogging that hole up, you must have somewhat and quite a bit dirt or something residue behind that. I don't think that is the case here. Only thing that water just doesn't circulate. That would be indication the water pump itself. But as we saw that there were stuff inside that excuse me, inside the thermostat that would prevent water circulate because it won't open it. But this case is a little bit different now. I have to check how much this could cost me to change. But it's somewhat some kind of indication in these old machines that they are not circulating the water. Because crankshaft will rotate this this recharger, also it will rotate the water pump, and thankfully if I had to go that way it's not bad to change. I think I don't have to, well, I have to take this breather line out. It's breather line out only that I can start to dismantle or take apart this. Only this breather pipe is away. I can reach every single bolt from this pump. Yeah. Anyway, this video was all about changing the thermostat itself. So it wasn't that bad. It didn't leak, at least from the this critical part. What I did spill some water here. It won't leak anymore. I thought it was going to leak somewhere, but it did stop it doing so. But the next part in this maintaining video might be changing water pump as well. Well, that might be part 3. Now that we see how you can repair your water heater, cover it up, and now you did see, well, what did you even see? I don't know. I just have some hole to make these, that there is always good lighting, but I can't provide everything to this video shooting. But anyway, the third part would be to change the water pump. If I had to take it out, I could. I have to check if there is any replacement parts to renew your old water pump. If not, well, it's basically same thing to put new pump into place when you are taking the old out. So I'm not doing any harm, but before I'm doing anything, I have to make sure that if there is any renewing parts available, if at all, and there might be, but I have to consider to just slap a new into place. And same thing, this time taking the whole liquid line out of the liquid. Kind of hassle, but it is what it is. I don't have to test this any longer or anymore. It would worked if everything was okay. So test driving now won't do anything good. And I know this is enough hot because it is hot. So if somebody is saying I haven't drive enough, but that thermometer is working, and I believe it pretty much. So I'm not risking it that I'm blowing this head gasket. Well. Nice 10-point try to make this work now, but 10 points to us that we changed the thermostat. But only thing is, the water is not moving. If the pump is pumping and the thermostat is opening itself up, the water will circulate. But now, if there is a faulty pump and thermostat is opening itself up, well, water won't go anywhere. Like in this case, even if one part is working properly, doesn't mean the whole rest will work as well. If the pump is the faulty one, the water will stay in here. Of course, it will little bit of time go through from the thermostat to the reservoir. But if there is no any pressures to keep liquids moving somewhat, some kind of speed and pressure, the heat exchange is, well, let's just say it's not there is no such. This is not cold, but like yesterday that I did that repair that heater, this is the same, feels the same. And let's see if the this downline is hot. Well, it's not hot. It's only hot where is that clamp, it's keeping it at a place. By the looks of this thing, this water pump is attached to this block with maybe, there is maybe three bolts, and the rest is for the casing itself. So you can open this water pump half and replace the parts. One is here, at least. Or this might be that kind of model that this top part is going to be the one that is going off. And the under part will go as well, but this whole thing, yeah, it is that kind of. There is a few bolts that is not attached to this main motor block, and the rest is. But there is no movement. Basically, now that there is enough heat and I can pump this pipe, I don't know, can you hear it? I'll take this mic near. I don't know, can you hear it? That clicking noise means, oh, nice, to put this somewhere. This mic. I'm sorry. Yesterday, when I did this, we did not hear anything. And I don't know, do you hear this, or did you hear when I put my mic in here? But that clicking noise is, this spring is doing this one, this movement. Closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. This is loosened. So, meaning our thermostat is working. It will let water go through. Of course, it's like a one-way valve. It let water go one side, but it doesn't let it go the other way. So when I'm applying the pressure to this, it will move that element that's inside this thermostat. Now that it's enough hot, but when it's coming, the heat is coming down, the element will stay in the position with which state it is in. Meaning enough cold, it's closed up, but now that it's more than enough hot, it's loosened. Yeah, I have to come to check this another video, and I will check everything is what I did is okay. Like I already said, if I put the wrong way the thermostat, it won't work. But like in this case, I already checked that when I took this out, the spring was top side, meaning in here. When you bring this way, it's upside, meaning now that it's horizontal, it's that way. So that is not the case that I'm doing something wrong with that. But only thing that comes to mind is that pump is high probability that the gunk and stuff that we have saw, what kind of stuff was inside this whole thing, it is only thing that will eat that pump's capability to move water. So basically that those teeth that are inside of that pump are, well, it's not corroding, but it has eaten away these tooths. So it's a pump that will work, but it won't move water whatsoever. Maybe some, but not like it should. Yeah, anyway, now that we have confirmed that the thermostat is opening and closing that way, it will do this kind of movement. Opening, closing, because the element is loosened and the spring is only one that is keeping it at the one place. But that is okay. I will make sure that it's right way, but I will check it anyway, that I have checked that already twice. But it will seem so that our pump is pretty much in the same condition, meaning it's about to be replaced, but that I have to check how much it will cost me to get. It is somewhat easy to replace, only that blade is coming off, with bolts off, then the whole pump loosen this recharger, that I can get this belt out of the way, or somewhat loosen that it will come off from that pump's back, and after that, well, everything is placed to screw out and it will come off. There is enough room, thankfully. Anyway, part 3 is coming somewhat, I don't know just yet, but I think I have to replace it. Meaning pump replacement as a whole. I'm doubting that, but it is possible. One thing could be that I'm taking the whole thermostat off meaning the water will circulate all the way, all the time, no matter the heat level. That way we could presume if it's heating up still, well, water is not circulating, meaning pump is a goner. But doing such a thing means I have to take all the things out of the way and putting them back together and start driving again to only state that a thermostat was working, like we did already know and tested that, and the water is not going anywhere even so, meaning I have to put again this thermostat to the place, drain it out, changing the pump and so on. So I have the things to consider before I do anything. So everything is not going always how we are planning, and this is the nice example. But one thing is sure, that thermostat was somewhat working, but that red silicone that was inside, wedged in, prevents that thermostat wasn't doing its job at all. So I'm thinking that thermostat is okay still, but now that I have new, I will keep that in a emergency spare part. But this seems so obvious that water is not just circulating. One thing that also could be try is taking the thermostat off, taking this top part of this pipe out of its place. Well, that's a little bit hazardous because the hot water will come out, but if I take that thermostat out of the way, then the water should circulate no matter the temperature. But I'm not doing that kind of silliness. I'm driving this inside and I'm done for today. I have something more to do today, tonight, I mean later to this day, and I will check how much those pumps are, how the cost, how much are they, and perhaps I have to go to order one pump tomorrow, and it will come maybe this week or not. Even so, I will replace it on the go, perhaps. But we shall see in the next series of this maintaining this tractor. Nothing that I cannot handle, but it's annoying because now that I'm repairing one thing and now two things has gone bad and I have to repair two things, and hopefully after that, now that I'm repaired two things, that last thing is not something that isn't broken, that there is something else. But I think there is a circulation problem, nothing more, nothing less. Anyway, I'm continuing to maintain and rebuild, so on, so forth. And I will record next episode of fixing my tractor now that it's officially overheating. And we will see you in the next episode or next another video anyway, but coming up anyway. So see you in next video. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, like, and follow me, and I will show you more of interesting, perhaps of my machine upkeeping. So see you in next video. Bye bye. Okay. Hello. I had to make update to this tractor's condition regarding changing this thermostat. First things first, everything is okay. I did make a testing that last time when I stopped doing video, and I told I have to consider to change the water pump and so on. Well, it's turned out that that is not necessary, or even have to do any consideration about it, because first things first, there is no any leaks, everything has dried up, that my little spillage that I made. Water levels are okay, pipe is hot, this pipe main line, so the whole changing my liquid and thermostat project is fully functional. Only thing that made my day a little bit bad is thing that when you are changing something that tells you some information, like this thermostat, okay, it will open up and do it what it is designed to do, okay, but the measure this sensor itself is the same old, and like that thermometer on the dashboard, okay. But what is different now is when this thermostat is going to open, and my old sensor and the thermostat thermometer is little bit off than the old thermostat itself. It might work, and I will keep it in my spare part, but in this case I learned that don't assume things, and it worked very well. I did assume at first, but at extensive testing that I did, I learned that when the heat is going on the red, it starts going down very fast. But in reality, that is only what this sensor is telling me. And now that this machine still works like in old days, nothing more has changed, that only this one part inside. And now that I'm blindly believing what that thermometer is telling me, I thought this machine is going to burn itself up, but that is not the case. So every time when you are changing some parts, take a consider what you are leaving these old parts that can deceive you. Okay, well, it's not right word, deceiving, but if they are not calibrated together to work as a one, like this are, yes, if the old thermostat were in here. But now that there is new one that is working perhaps a little bit, let's just say late, meaning it will give this motor to go little bit higher in temperature. It won't make anything different than that. But that much it deceived me that I just blindly followed that, only that meter. I did test it that when it's hot or not. But like I said, it works little bit later than the old one. So when I'm testing it, it's not hot as it should, but everything is working. And now that I know this, it doesn't make any, let's just say, it won't alarm me anymore, that I know it can go to the red and it will come down like very fast. But these sensors and this thermostat is not calibrated together. So anyway, little bit testing and considering, pondering, this normal stuff. This thing is little bit confusing, at least to me, but even I am, let's just say, an ordinary guy that does stuff, and I'm not anywhere near to be a machine installer or anyway a professional type of these things. But I am learning, and hopefully you are learning as well. We did what we did, as you are my watcher and I am the doer and thinker and so on, but even still, we are in this together, and we can learn from by my doing, perhaps, and hopefully good things. And like this project, I thought I had to change that pump, but thank God I do not have to do that. Only thing, tomorrow I will put this together and make this exhaust and pipe to, not like you can see. Now it's turning that way, and I want to be like where I'm driving. So this is the next small thing that I have to change a little bit. But anyway, that kind of hassle, it did worry me, but when carefully thinking what is going on with this motor, and it's way too simple to be complicated that it doesn't work. But it turned out to be success. Yay to us. I will see you in next video after I'm making some kind of compiling this whole project to one video and cutting out these hiccups and the stuff. You don't have to see every editing move that I did, but this is a learning. Even this simple task can turn out to be a little bit confusing, but what we learn, do not blindly believe what old sensors in old machines will tell you if they are not calibrated together. If I would want to that thermometer to work with this new part, well, I don't think that's very simple thing to do, because it's not just like a snap few screw driver turns or whatever to get that thermometer to work as this thermostat is. And I mean this sensor as well. The sensor will tell what the meter will show me. So this sensor would have this calibration with this thermostat. But like I said, now that we know, it's not big deal. It will go to the red and coming down straight away. And it will do that small movement all the time. Because it's so, I don't know if it's so sensitive or precise how it show it, that the information that goes in that thermometer. But yeah, we did successfully change the heater. It will work. And now the thermostat is opened and changed. And now I know that this circulation has some kind of junk in it still. But that junk is mostly out. And it is sad to know that this machine maybe never see a light in this being clean inside. But I cannot do anything about that, because everybody knows that these lines that goes inside this engine block and if there is a pockets that has collected junk in it, they may stay there forever. But well, what can you do about it? Nothing. Don't tell me that I haven't tested everything. Every single hole has been opened and pressure washed truthfully. But still, there is this small particles of this junk. But hopefully they are small enough that this thermostat won't get that stuck as I show you from the very beginning. So anyway, I'm happy about how this turned out. And now I know more about this beautiful machine than before. And the more I work with this, the more I know. And that is the only thing that is good. And maybe someday I will change this adapter, that there is only this oil. Like this other machines has this oil, what they are called? Well, the outer filter, not like this, which has this inside filter. So that might be some, I don't know, future, some other time in my list. But yeah, that kind of less change Ford4000 cooling liquid and thermostat, and also repairing the water heater. So hopefully you did like how this turned out, because I did. I liked it. And I'm see you maybe next time when I'm doing chores with this machine. So to the next video. Thanks for watching, and leave a like and maybe comment something, and follow me to the next videos. So bye bye.